Good morning. It's Tuesday of Holy Week, and once again we find Jesus in the temple. He was teaching. You can read all about his teaching in Mark 12 and 13. In Mark 13, he speaks of the destruction of the temple. He speaks of the end of time. Earlier, he had spoken about the resurrection and marriage. He'd answered questions about taxes. He'd also spoke about the commandment that is the greatest. If you're curious, it's the call to love God and to love people. And in the midst of all this, we find Jesus at one point taking a break. Can you see him sitting there with a water bottle taking this break? We actually find him sitting across from where the people would place their offerings into the temple treasury. I get the sense that, like me, Jesus enjoyed people watching. And as he watches, he sees something that catches him off guard. It's something that takes his breath away. He sees a poor widow put two very small copper coins, worth practically nothing, into the treasury. Jesus, we're told, calls together his disciples and excitedly points this out, saying, this poor woman, this widow, has put in more into the treasury than all the others. They gave out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in everything, all that she had to live on. At first reading, this seems kind of ludicrous. I mean, what she put in would cause those counting the offering, no joy. It wasn't something that would really add much. To count these coins was almost a waste of time. How could Jesus say that she had given more? Then we have that second phrase, that they gave out of their wealth, but she gave out of her poverty, that she had given all she had to live on. I shared recently with our church board about the myth of scarcity, the idea that we'd never have enough, which when we buy that line, that thought, means that we hold on to what we do have more tightly, that we end up holding the little that we possess, hoarding it. And I find in the image that we have Jesus lifting before us on this Tuesday of Holy Week, the call to hold loosely to what has been given to us and to give generously to others. May God help us to do that. God bless you. See you Wednesday of Holy Week.